Good afternoon and welcome to Solent Sports News. It's 4 o'clock and I'm Amber Pereira. In just a few hours, England take on San Marino in their World Cup qualifying match. The Three Lions are currently first in their group and can qualify by not suffering a defeat tonight. Gareth Southgate will look to give starts to new players.
We haven't qualified yet for the World Cup, and whenever you're bringing players into the team, you want stability as well, so that ideally those players can flourish and everybody's clear on their roles and responsibilities.
Norwich City have appointed Dean Smith as their new manager. Southampton FC will be the first challenge for the new coach. The Canaries are at the bottom of the Premier League with just one win in 11 games. Ex-Norwich midfielder Darren Eddy feels very confident about the new managerial appointment.
When somebody gets the sack of somewhere, you almost have a point to prove. And I think it's a really good appointment. I think he's a safe and sensible one. And if Norwich do go back into the Championship, there's probably no better man than himself to know the leagues as well. So, as I say, I think it ticks a lot of boxes without a doubt.
In studio right now, we have with us YouTuber Matthew Renton of the Magpies channel on YouTube. So, how's the appointment looking for the club?
I think it's a good appointment. I think it's a safe pair of hands for Norwich City. I think the other front runner in Frank Lampard would have been a risk, considering his lack of Premier League experience. Dean Smith has kept up Aston Villa in the Premier League before. He's got experience and knowledge of relegation battles, so he can come to Norwich and first of all he'll make them hard to beat, and that'll see them well in the Premier League.
Norwich City are level on points with your club, Newcastle United. Will this change in the future, considering Eddie Howe is now a new manager as well?
I think we've got the better appointment, to be honest with you. I'd much rather have Eddie Howe over Dean Smith. Better style of football. What he done with Bournemouth was excellent, so I'm looking forward to seeing Eddie Howe. I think Newcastle will finish above Norwich this season, no doubt about that.
Okay, thank you so much, Matthew.
Thank you.
Australia won the T20 World Cup for the first time. The Kangaroos defeated the Kiwis by 8 wickets. Despite New Zealand scoring the highest final score, Australia were able to chase the target with 7 balls to spare. Australian opener David Warner bagged the player of the series. The Aussie head coach Justin was extremely happy with the great atmosphere within the team.
In these situations where everyone talks about bubble, these guys have had so much fun on and off the ground. And in this form of the game, actually in the game of cricket, it's important to have fun and enjoy it, right? And the guys have done that.
On Friday night, America defeated Mexico 2-0, or 2-0, the way Americans say it. Over the years, the US football team have put on some amazing performances on the international stage. The ladies team also have put on some great performances as well. But the sport isn't quite as famous as other sports like basketball, baseball, etc. Holden Daily reports.
To Corona. This is Weah for the US. And Weah does well! Very well! Christian Pulisic on the pitch for a matter of moments.
The future looks strong for the US men's national football team, as they're only one win away from qualifying for the World Cup. It begs the question, why isn't the world's most popular game a national pastime in the USA?
I think the history of other sports such as basketball and the leagues, like popular leagues like NBA, NHL, it's down to history, and I think football is growing in USA.
Could it really be a lack of football history setting back America, as Sion Belzacek, a Team Solent footballer of the Czech Republic, sees it? Sion and the rest of the men's Solent football team had answers to these puzzling questions as they trained on a cold, bitter Friday evening at Test Park, with a glow of 4 giant lights were their only source of light. There is hope in the States, as football is growing with the youth generation. Kido Hashi, the goalkeeper coach from Japan, credits this to broadcasting.
I think it's one of the effect of the broadcasting of the Europe football. A lot of kids, a lot of children are watching European football.
Aaron Freeman, a right back, right here from England, believes America's next football stars need to train in England to be the best they can be.
So American, they do good scholarships, don't get me wrong, but the more competitive and more toughness in England makes you a much better footballer in my eyes. So that's why I'd recommend coming to England to grow.
Team manager Alex Walker of Northern Ireland gives his recruiting pitch to young American athletes.
I can tell a young kid, that football is more than just sport. It's more than just a sport. It's you can socialise, you can learn so much discipline. I think physically as well, so demanding, and it's just, I think the highs that football can take you to are bigger than any other sport.
Time will tell if football can become America's pastime. Maybe it will be young talent achieving their goal of winning a World Cup that brings it all together one day. I'm Holden Daly, Solent Sports News.
Lewis Hamilton won the Brazilian Grand Prix. The Mercedes driver, who suffered 2 grid penalties and started at 10th position on the starting grid, went on to win in Sao Paulo. Max Verstappen, however, still leads the driver standings over Hamilton. With just 3 more races to go, we are surely headed for a photo finish between the two drivers. Roger Federer is unlikely to play in the Australian Open. The Swiss international hasn't played since losing in the Wimbledon and having a knee surgery. Eastleigh ladies create history by reaching the FA Cup second round. The ladies thrashed AFC Stoneham 6-0 to progress to the next stage. Lucy Nightingale's hat-trick, Cat Littleboy's brace, and Manny Napta's strike helped the team complete the route. That's all from us for today. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk. Drop us a follow on Twitter at Solent Sports J. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great evening.